What's up, guys? Today we're talking about Shakespeare. This topic came up in class this week, and I'm here to say what everyone's thinking. He is the most overrated author of all time for a few reasons. Number one, he came up with a mediocre storyline about two people that weren't supposed to be together, and then they fell in love and all that jazz. Nothing too crazy. All have heard it a million times. And, I mean, he just got out aura to begin with. So, yep. And then he uses some big words. That's about it. Some old English, big words. And I mean, I could drop a big word right now. I'm just not going to. And 0 gold stars. And he doesn't deserve a gold star. Because he came up with the storyline that everybody uses now. It's just, it would have happened either way. And out aura. So that's what we got. Maybe a hot take. I don't think so, though. Peace out.
Okay. Have you or a loved one ever pined for the fjords?
Well, the parrot in the sketch entitled Dead Parrot, written by the comedy group Monty Python in the year 1969, most certainly has.
This sketch is about an angry argument between a shopkeeper and a very disgruntled customer about a possibly perished parrot.
Hello, I wish to register a complaint. Hello? Hello, miss?
What you mean, miss?
Sorry, I must be coming down with a cold. Anyway, just here to file a complaint.
We're closed for lunch.
Never mind that, lad, won't take long. Just here to complain about this parrot that I bought about half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh, the Norwegian blue, what's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. He's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
Look, lad, I know a dead parrot when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
No, he's resting. Beautiful plumage on that bird.
The plumage don't enter into the equation here. The thing's stone dead.
He's resting.
Come on, he's resting. I'll wake him up. Hello, Polly! I've got a nice fresh cuttlefish for you. Wake up, Mr. Polly Parrot!
He moved.
You did not move as you were in the
I
cage.
did not.
You just did.
I would never.
Hello, Polly! Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine! This is your 9 o'clock alarm call! And that's what I call a dead parrot.
You stunned him.
Stunned?
Stunned. They stun very easily, don't you know?
Look, I've had just about enough of this. That parrot is most definitely deceased. And when I purchased him from you not half an hour ago, you assured me that his total and complete lack of movement was due to him being tired and shagged out after a long squall.
He's pining for the fjords.
Pining for the fjords? What kind of talk is that? Look, why do you fall flat on his back when I got him out?
Norwegian blues prefer keeping on their back. Beautiful bird.
I took the liberty of examining this bird when I got it home, and upon further inspection, I found that the only reason it had been sitting on its perch in the first place is because it had been nailed there.
Of course I nailed it there. If I hadn't nailed it there, it would have moseyed its ways right up to the bars, pulled them right apart, and boom.
Boom?
Boom.
Boy, this bird couldn't boom if you put 4 million volts through it. It's bleeding demise.
He's pining.
He's not pining. He's passed on. He has ceased to be. He is no more. He has expired and gone to meet his maker. This is a late parrot. It's a stiff, bereft of life. If you hadn't nailed him to the perch in the first place, he'd be pushing up the daisies and sleeping with the fishes right now. He's off his mortal coil. He has kicked the bucket. He's off the twig. He's gone down the curtain and joined the bleeding choir invisible. This is an ex-parrot.
I better replace him for you then.
The things you gotta do to get some service around here.
Sorry, Square, but we're flat out of parrots.
Right. Of course you are. I get the picture.
I got a slug.
Pray, does it talk?
Not really.
Well, then it's hardly a replacement for a parrot, then, is it?
All right, I tell you what. I got a brother down in Bolton. He has a pet shop. Take that parrot there. He'll replace it right there for you.
Bolton, eh? Very well.
Soon. Yeah, that was a little better.
Hello, everybody. It's Miss Goodis back to talk about the athletes of the week. After talking to the coaches this week, Miss Hannah Hansen was right on the ball Saturday after they had a big game in Northwoods on Friday. They had the victory 28-23, and Coach Hansen Facebooked me right away and said, Miss Goodis, I got to tell you who the athlete of the week is this week, and that goes to Junior Rhea Fraftard. Way to go, Rhea. She came out ready to play in the 12-inning battle against Northwoods. Coach Hansen said, clutch, consistent, and focused. CCF for Rhea F. Hey, that one rhymes, right? Next, we're going to go to golf. I talked to Coach Nelson, and he was really happy with how their first meet went at Pinecrest in Winter. He immediately said, I got the athlete of the week for you, and that would be senior Eli Ruby. Eli was not too satisfied with his results, but being that it was the first meet, I would say he did pretty good. He took second place out of about 35 athletes that were there for the day, so way to go, Eli. He scored a 43. I have no idea what that means. Usually at golf, I just ride on the cart and watch everybody hit their balls into the pond. But way to go, Eli. Next, we have sophomore Max Berggren for track. I actually had the honor of going to their meet on Friday and checking out some of our athletes, and Max is definitely a standout one according to Coach Rail. He's been consistently throwing personal records during discus and shot. And being that I threw discus back in high school and, broke the school record and went to state, it's something that I still enjoy watching, and it's something I also enjoy coaching. When I went to the meet, I tried to give them my best advice, and way to go, Max. I guess he's been putting in some hard work in the weight room and in the throwing circle. And I guess the best advice I got for you is don't tear your ACL, because if you do that, you won't be able to spin. So congrats to the athletes of the week, and we'll see you next week.
Hello. My name is Amber, and I'm talking about a bear. They can eat berries, they eat fish, and they can run. Thank you. My name is Jackson. I'm worried about cats, and we are going to talk about them. Cats can jump and eat and swim and crawl and stuff. And guess what? They can also jump very high. And they can land on their feet.
Do you have a cat of your own?
No.
You don't?
Not anymore.
Oh, you used to, though?
Yeah.
What was his name?
LS.
LS.
And there was a boy, and I used to have two dogs. One got hit by a car, and one ran away. And bye. Hi.
Can you tell us your name?
Yes. My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to talk about giraffe.
What are you going to talk about?
They eat leaves, and they eat plants, and they eat grass and trees. Bye. Go guys! Family the best! Oh my
All right. All right. Hello, everybody. We are here with a first-time podcaster, but not first time student of the month, because I was very proud of you for that. Landon Brewski here is a freshman at Flambeau, and he is probably, besides me, the biggest basketball fanatic in this barn. Is that right? Is that safe to say?
Right. Yep.
Besides you and I, who do you think's obsessed with hoops here?
I'd probably say Sully Reich, probably.
Yep. Another one is Brady Durfus. He knows his ball.
Yep.
All right, so we're here to talk about the NBA playoffs that are starting up, and Landon's got a lot of information and opinions to share with us. So let's start off with what kind of storylines are you excited about in the playoffs this year?
I'm excited about the matchup between Bucks and Pacers. I think that's going to be a good one.
These two teams do not like each other,
No.
which makes it fun in the playoffs.
Yep, makes it fun.
Okay.
I'm excited to see Luka on the Lakers versus Timberwolves have a rematch.
Yeah, he took them out last year, didn't he?
Took them out last year.
Uh-huh. Obviously, we know Luka's going to perform.
Yeah.
I mean, he loves the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's when he shines. Anything else you're really excited about this year?
I'm excited to see Shea first rounder playoffs. I'm hoping he can get done.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the hunted guys now because they're the number 1 seed and everybody's expecting a lot from them.
Yep. I have hopes for Donovan Mitchell too this year.
Me too. I hope they go far.
Yeah.
That's actually what I think was really fun about the season was the Thunder and the Cavs being the top 2 teams. They're not the big name, the Lakers, the Knicks, the Celtics.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool this year.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Bucks. So you said first round matchup with the Pacers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What are you feeling about this one?
What I'm feeling about it is I hope it goes better than last year.
Uh-huh.
With Dame being out.
Yep.
And Giannis, he was out too, so we couldn't really function.
Sure. Big injuries.
Yep, big injuries. So I'm hoping without Dame we can hopefully roll out.
Oh, Dame's not coming back?
I don't think he is.
Oh.
He has a blood clot in his calf, so he's.
I heard they weren't sure when he would come back.
Yeah,
so.
they weren't sure.
Okay.
I'm thinking Giannis is going to put him on his back.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping it'll be enough.
Oh, yeah. Beast mode.
Yep, beast mode.
All right, cool. So what's your prediction in that series?
My prediction, it's going to be a tight series. I'm going to take it a 4-2 series.
Bucks in 6. That's exactly what I would have said. Yeah. All right, so now let's go big picture. What are your predictions for who's coming out of the East, who's coming out of the West, and who takes it?
The East is pretty hard this year.
Mm-hmm.
You have teams I'm going to settle it between the Cavs, Celtics, and I'm going to put the Knicks.
All right, you got 3 there. You got to narrow it down. Give me one.
If it comes to it all, I'm going to have to put the Cavs.
Okay.
Solid team this year.
Cavs come out of the East.
Yep, Cavs coming out the East.
I hope you're right, and I'm going to go with my honest opinion is I think the Celtics come out, but I do not want the Celtics anywhere near the finals. But I hope you're right. I hope the Cavs make it out. All right, what about in the West?
The West, I'm going to have to narrow it down to
He narrows it down.
I'm going to have to narrow it down between the Nuggets or the Thunder.
Okay, Nuggets Thunder. Sorry, Luka, you're out.
The problem is Luka, he just can't. He couldn't get done as much last year. He was able to, but this year's different.
It's a new team, you know what I mean,
New
and they don't
team,
have a
yeah.
center either.
No.
Okay, so who comes out of the West?
I'm going to take the Thunder out
Okay.
of the West.
So Thunder, Cavs in your finals,
Yeah.
and who wins the title?
It's going to be a 4-3 win for Oklahoma.
Ooh, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're right, it's on record right here.
Yep.
So nobody can say you didn't predict it. It's
Yep.
right here. I'm going to go Thunder, take out the Celtics in 7. I like your 7th game final. I'm going to take Thunder winning all. We both think the Thunder will get it. I hope
Yeah.
so. It'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, they haven't ever won one before, and they
Nope.
were the best team all year. So it'd be
Yeah.
cool if they won it all. All right, Landon. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, and hope to see you again.
Yep.
All right, take care.
All right.
Things I like by the first hour junior class. I like the little things in every day. I like a good snow day. I like when the rain falls from the sky and the air is dry. I like dirty white shoes. I like hitting snooze. I like buying things I don't need. I like making fun of Miss Olson when she speeds. I like old guitars rotting in the basement. I like new strings in perfect placement. I like seeing a packed venue with that one supporting fan looking right at you. I like a walk with my dog. I like adding flight hours to my log. I like reeling in a steelhead. I like playing volleyball while wearing red. I like the early morning light. I like the bright sparkly stars at night. I like cold iced tea. I like the breeze of the salty sea. I like sitting outside in summer when I feel a cold breeze. I like the leaves in fall that fall from the sleeping trees. I like laying in the grass, looking up at the sky. I like watching the clouds like child-drawn shapes that fly up high. I like messy rooms with the sun shining through. I like dog hair on my clothes as they show me everywhere I go. I like waking up to a lit-up screen displaying my favorite scenes. I like the little puddles in the spring that turn into a pile of leaves in what seems like weeks. I like the sound of turbo spooling and black smoke rising. I like the sound of topwater lures splashing on water. I like lifting till I can't walk. I like cheering at volleyball games till I can't talk. I like when I get home from AAU practice at 11, then waking up and getting my lifts done at 7. I like weight room chats. I like Sunday football snacks. I like when shoulder pads smack. I like when the defensive end gets the sack. I like fast cars. I like drift cars. I like video games. I like driving games. I like my eggs with yolk. I like telling jokes. I like deep lakes. I like cold air intakes. I like when the moon shines through dark clouds. I like people who stay out of crowds. I like when things are clean and clear. I like my time when no one's near. I like playing video games and staying up all night. I like it when my siblings are out of my sight. I like helping Nans. I like to hug but not shake hands. I like doing flips and jet ski tricks. I like inner tube floating and marshmallow roasting. I like the sun that shines and crickets chirping nearby. I like waking up to the call of work to residents' coffee down their shirts. I like rainy days where there's no haze over the horizon. I like listening to Zach Bryan. I like trees with changing leaves. I like draining threes. I like the way pixels on a screen look. I like watching pirate adventures. I like walks around the park. I like parkouring around zombies. I like running through the woods. It fulfills my livelihood. I like sleeping until noon and staying up all night looking at the moon.